Welcome back, everyone. Today is Empties. I don't even know the last time I shared an Empties video with you. I know it's been in 2024. Maybe spring, I don't know, maybe summer, not really sure, but I have a ton, and I mean a ton of Empties to share with you. Not only do I have Empties, I have multiples of several things. That's how long it's been, which shows how much I use something, how loyal I am to a product. As usual, everything will be linked. I don't believe there will be enough space or character space in the drop-down box. So if you tap the top link in the drop-down box, that will direct you to the corresponding blog post where there will be links to everything. I appreciate you using my links as always. So let's dive into my Empties for the last several months. Yes, different outfit. Trust me, there's a reason for it. And this all better be filming because Paul just told me, whatever you do, don't take the SD card out. It may be stuck in there for 2 weeks like the last time. Anyway, let's dive in. I am going to be looking at my document, so it's just I have to do what works at this point, and we don't even know if it's going to work. But we are going to keep our head high and just plow through. Are you with me? I hope so. Okay, starting with Neutrogena Makeup Remover Ultra Soft Cleansing Towelette Singles. Emptied 2 of these. I share all the time. I keep these on hand for when the girls that live out of state come home. Also for when I do my PM skincare on the road. Here we have Tazortenen. It's a retinoid by prescription only. I am on the strongest percentage, 0.1%. This is a product that I recommend everyone to start using as young as you can. In fact, my daughter who lives in Boston was home a few weeks ago, and she happened to schedule her annual physical during her time home, and I recommended that while she was seeing her family physician to request a prescription for Tazortenen, and she did, and the prescription was written for her. Here we have Skin Medica HA5. This is a lovely product. It's very pricey. I've stepped back from purchasing it just because based on my own research and the conversation with my dermatologist, while it's a great product, you are paying for that beautiful feel, that beautiful smell, or scent, I should say. Because I love how it feels so much, I have revisited using it and then stop again, but I'll leave it up to you. That's just as far as I'm going to go. It is a lovely product, but is it necessary? No, it's probably not. You can find other products at a much more affordable price that maybe just don't feel as great, but give you the same results. So we'll leave it at that. And this is a small one because it was in a gift with purchase, probably from a full-size one. Another lovely product that's probably on the pricier side, so I will leave it up to you if you wanted to splurge. I think it's an amazing product. I don't have the full size. It's the Elemis Pro Collagen Overnight Matrix. This is a night cream. I loved everything about this. I do love the Elemis line, but you do pay for that. You know, I love their cleansing balm. I actually believe I may have, no, I have Colleen Rothschild's cleansing balm, which is another great one. But Elemis has a wonderful cleansing balm. I'll actually link a couple. There's 2 that I like, their original one and their rose one. They're both lovely. But Elemis, yes, is a great line. Moving into hair care products, I have the Joico K-Pack Reconstructing Shampoo. This is a great shampoo and conditioner line. I love it. I am currently using up the conditioner, but it is a line that I would recommend. Also have the Verb Ghost conditioner little packet. I have had the Ghost shampoo and conditioner in the full set. It's another great product. I would recommend it. I don't currently have that product. I'm using something else that my new hairstylist recommended for a shampoo and conditioner, but I'm also using up the Joico. But I would recommend this. I know I have kids that really like this line. And anything that I share the shampoo, I will also have a link to the conditioner or vice versa. A hair product that I have been loyal to for so many years, I don't even recall when I started using the Living Proof Full Dry Volume and Texture Spray. Love it so much. Here's the one I'm using. Here's an empty one. So definitely recommend this product. Another longtime loyal is the Tresemme Extra Hold Hairspray. Here's a full one that I'm using. Here's an empty one, can't be without it. And yet another loyal product is the Sebastian Shaper Plus Extra Hold Hairspray. Here's the full size, here's a travel one. And I'm using up this travel one, but I do have another size of this. I just feel like some of my travel products, the shelf life is probably expiring, so I've forced myself to try to use up some of those products. But another one that I would recommend, also just the original, the Shaper, the Sebastian Shaper, but not the Plus. That's also a great one, so recommend all of those. I get ready now in my filming room. So my makeup and hair products are all beside me, which is kind of nice. Yeah. Yes. There she is. Only a part of it. But I'm really pleased with that. And the nice thing is I can turn all my lights on if I choose to. Moving on to body care products. The Gillette Mach 3 Razor Cartridge Refills. I'll have the razor linked and then the cartridges linked as well. Just my favorite, always use it. Okay, we're on body care. Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream. Great product. Paul actually uses this for face and maybe body. I don't use it anymore. I did. It is a great product. This was recommended by our dermatologist. If you're looking for a really, really intense moisturizing cream for the face, this will do the job. Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Body Lotion. I cut it up, used it. It was a good product. I think I picked it up at Sam's Club. Yeah, I mean, it was a good lotion. But I've revisited for like an everyday daily lotion. I don't... Yes, I'm that girl. And I do have a full size of this one. Velvet Luxe Vegan Body and Hand Cream in Tangerine Glow. I actually was turned on to this product many, many years ago from the nail salon that I went to at that time. Gave out these tubes for a Christmas gift, and I loved it so much, and I used it on my body. I've since purchased it a few different times, and I've revisited it, and I love it. So I will have it linked. Be Tan, Tanned AF. I'm sure we know what the AF stands for. 1 hour self-tan mousse. This Empties, these Empties have accumulated for so long. It's like a weight off my shoulders to film this today. I don't even know when I finished this up, but evidently for something over the last couple of months or few months. Now we're moving on to teeth care. I use an electric toothbrush. I will have that toothbrush linked, and then every 3 months, I change my cartridge. And how I remember it's the 3-month mark is I put that in my Google task list. So when I replace a head, I go into Google Task, I go 3 months out, and I put in my Google Task, today is 3 months since changing my toothbrush head, change it, and then I do that, and then I set it for another 3 months. So that's kind of my system. Opalescence Go tooth whitening system. Been using this for years. This is, trying to see what the percentage is. If it says on here somewhere, 15%. 10%. Don't know why I have a 10%. I always try to go with the strongest. I don't know. But anyway, I used to be able to get this in 20%, but I've struggled to find it in that high of a percentage. So I would just say as high as you can go, do it. I'll try to make sure I link the 15%. Been using it for years and probably will continue. Hopefully it's never discontinued. Here we have a little Tatcha Kissu lip mask. This was a lovely product. Right now I have a couple of different lip products by Laneige, if I'm saying that right, or Laneige. I have a couple of those. I'll have them linked. I think they're called the sleeping mask. Love that product as well, but this was great. And I have a Summer Friday that's more in a tube, and that's a good product too. So I will have some of those linked. I actually already picked up a couple in both those brands as Christmas gifts for loved ones that love both the Summer Friday and the Laneige lip brand. I know Sephora has a cute little kit that I actually picked up. I'll link the kit. Really cute, kind of candy cane looking. And I think it's a set of two, and one is in peppermint and one is in candy cane. I picked those up because I know that they're a popular product, but do love this one too, the Tatcha. So I will also have it linked. And moving on to makeup products, I have my Scalpo in number 10 to Derma blade my face. I actually derma bladed my face today. Here's the one I'm currently using. So I can't be without that. I do periodically throughout the year have an office treatment done where I have derma planing done prior to, like, let's say a hydrofacial or a diamond glow. I just like to have that extra exfoliation before having an in-office treatment. But I do derma plane at home, and I will continue. I love to stay up on top of that. And I put that in my makeup products because I do that on a makeup wearing day prior to wearing makeup like I did today. We also have a primer by Milk Makeup, the Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. This was a great primer, but I like the Milk Hydro Grip Primer a little bit better. I actually have this one getting really close. Oh, it's up here. Really close to the end, but I already have a backup one waiting. So I definitely recommend this, but I know everyone's a little bit different. If you need a real hydrating primer, Bobbi Brown's Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This, I believe, is the travel size. This is a great primer as well. I will use this on my neck and décolleté if I'm going to be bringing my makeup down because I'm going to be wearing something more open. And it just kind of makes everything blend a little better. This is a great primer if you're looking for something that's a little bit more emollient because you have dry skin. So I will have that one linked. And then Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder in the travel size. This is, of course, I use this in the full size right here. Can't be without it. Love the puff that comes with it. But to me, it's really important to have the travel size as well because I like to use this size when traveling. It takes up less space in my bag. I always check a bag when I travel by airplane, but just to keep things more condensed all together with packing, it's nice to have the travel size. And then a couple brow products that I used up. I love both of these. I actually feel like they're identical as far as the actual product. It's just two different kind of units that you hold, and I have a preference over the two. I actually prefer this one. So first off, we have the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade 3.5. And then here we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Soft Brown. Again, I feel like these are the same product, the same color. They apply the same. I just like this unit better for using because it's so skinny. I feel like it's just easier for me to get in there. This one is just slightly like a thicker device. So that's the only difference. And I think there may be $1 difference in price. So I would recommend both of those. A long time loving, loyal product is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Black Fever. I strictly use this only for tightlining that top waterline. I don't wear, rarely do I wear eyeliner at all, especially at this age, season, and stage of my life, because I feel like it can be aging, but I do tightline that upper waterline. I feel, to be honest, I think everyone would benefit from doing that. It is an extra step, but I think it just makes a difference. I don't know. That's just my thoughts, but this product stays put on me anyway, and it's very black, and I really love it and can't be without it. Okay, moving on to healthy lifestyle. This would be diet, vitamins, and supplements. First, I am going to start with this skin gel. I don't always use this, and I know a lot of times these products seem gimmicky, and I kind of am that person that things can be kind of gimmicky. I truly believe you can't work off a bad diet, and I think at the end of the day, if we're being honest with ourselves, we all kind of know that. But I would say that when I use this consistently, and I use my waist trimmer over top, so I would apply this in my trouble area. I truly believe no matter how killer a body is, that person with the killer body has an area they call their trouble area. Believe that. Honestly, it would serve you to believe that, because it's so easy to think other people are blessed and maybe you're not. I believe everyone, no matter how, because we have a perception of a person's body, and our perception is different than how they see themselves. So it's important to know that. So I have a trouble area, my midsection. If you look at the women in my family, their trouble area is their belly, their midsection. Kind of makes sense, right? But when my diet is spot on, and I'm applying this consistently and putting my waist trimmer over top, which I'll have my waist trimmer linked, I notice a difference. It's very minute, and it's because I'm doing the work. I'm all around doing the work. So take that and decide what you want to do with it when it comes to this product. There is a burning sensation if after sweating in it for a while, but nothing that's, I don't even notice it, but just letting you know that it is a burn that fat, right? Okay. Clearly, I love my protein. I used to be a distributor. I was a distributor of this protein by Beverly International, the UMP Ultimate Muscle Protein. All the flavors are amazing that I've had, which is many, maybe most. But my favorite is cookies and cream, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Empties, and I have one I'm working out of right now. I use 1 scoop per day. I love it. It's important to me that, so one thing I've shared about me is products need to work and they need to taste good. I have no desire at this stage, at this age, to try any other protein powder, because I've wasted money in the past, although I always send something back even after opening it. If it doesn't serve me, it's going back. It has to taste good. I'm not going to compromise for taste, and this one does, and I'm just happy with it. So I love it and recommend it. PB2, original powdered peanut butter, 1, 2, 3, 4. So clearly, I love these products and will continue to use them and buy them. So that's where I'm at on that. Transparent Labs BCAA Glutamine Growth and Recovery Supplement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, 3 plus 2 more. Okay, you get me. I have 2 upstairs right now because I'm on auto ship where I get 2 at the end of every month. And you can always pause that. I have done that in the past. Great flavors. I have sour green apple. I've tried fruit punch. There's some tropical ones. It's just, I've already had it today, even though today was a rest day, and sometimes I will have it 2 times in one day, depending on what my training was that day. So definitely recommend it. Advocare Spark in fruit punch. I've cycled with this. I'm not currently taking it, but I do like it. And again, I cycle sometimes with it. Here we have just some little individual variety pack of electrolytes. These are, I typically only use these electrolyte packets on days that I'm going to have alcohol, because alcohol, it's very dehydrating. And if I know I'm going to be going out and having a couple glasses of wine, I will typically take one of these with me and I will drink it in a full bottle of water on my way home. I actually have a second empty of this, but I had put it upstairs when my daughter Haley was home from Boston. I put a whole little section of like protein bars and just snacks and different things like that. Ibuprofen, and I had put a packet with some of these in there, and she probably used them up and threw it away, or even grabbed the little packets and took them home with her, because I do know she incorporates some electrolytes. 0 calories, there's really nothing in it. Free of sugar, carbs, and calories, gluten-free, vegan and keto-friendly, plant-based flavors and colors, no artificial sweeteners. So that's really the only time I use it, but I wanted to mention that one. Before we go any further, I want to take a moment, just kind of a little intermission. If my hair looks different colored than in the intro or exit of this video, it is because I did get some highlights. I'm working towards possibly going lighter with my hair, which is not something I really wanted to do. I truly believe we look best when we keep our natural hair color as close as possible because our skin, our eyes, everything flatters it. But as we get older and we have so much gray, there's a lot of high maintenance if you have dark hair. And I'm just getting burned out on the high maintenance of keeping the gray covered. And the new hairstylist that I've been going to said, oh, it's just not uncommon for women at your stage of life to start going lighter. It's a softer look, and we may be able to stretch 1 week, maybe 2 weeks if we go lighter. So it's a process. This is only the first step to the process, but I may gradually transition. I want to take it slow and be very conservative because I'm a brunette and I really want to stay a brunette. I have no desire to be a blonde. I don't think that that's a flattering look for someone, for me, but that is really the reason, is going lighter to just keep the maintenance and the expense of my hair more minimal. So that's why we're doing what we're doing, and I will continue on this journey, and we'll see how far I take it. But I wanted to say that. And then the other thing, 3-week intense is getting ready to start. Today is Friday, October 25th. We start on Monday, November 4th for quarter 4 3-week intense, but the information video or the information email with the videos, everything you need goes out next Wednesday, the 30th. So I really want to encourage you to get registered before that email goes out, because on next Saturday, November 2nd, is when I host the live Q&A, if you can make it to that and attend on Zoom. So while you can register up until right before we start on that Monday, November 4th, I really encourage you, if you plan on joining this round, which is round 10. I've been running this 4 times per year for a few years now. You get registered ASAP. So I'll have a link to get more information and get registered. All right, let's get back to our empties. Okay, since we're talking supplements, I'm going to move on to the supplements that come in like a vitamin form. And you're going to see, let me just say this. When you go to the corresponding blog post to tap on the link, these may not come up in the exact order I talk about them, because I want to knock out the ones that I only have 1 container of. Ashwagandha, I just have 1 container. I take this adaptogen herb upon awakening. So when I wake up in the morning, because it can help with lowering your cortisol, and we get a cortisol spike about 30 minutes after getting up, which I don't want that. So ashwagandha. We have a B12. This is a sublingual. I take this every day. This will always be in my repertoire for my supplements. Another one that I will always take is vitamin K2 and D3. Now I also take another vitamin D3, but I want some K2, so I also include this in my supplement rotation. CoQ10, I am currently not taking this one. In fact, I wrote on the lid, do not order more. So that meant when I finished using the CoQ10, to not purchase another bottle. Sometimes I do that because sometimes I rotate, or I will stop taking a certain supplement and then I will take it again at a different time. If you're not knowledgeable about your supplements, you probably wouldn't know some of these. There's certain supplements that you always, in my opinion, want to take. For example, D3. That's a constant. I never cycle that. There's other ones that I may cycle. I don't know if I will revisit CoQ10, but I'm currently not taking it. Taurine and myo-inositol. I'm not taking either one of these currently. This would be a supplement that you could consider cycling. So some supplements are good for that. So these 2, taurine, which actually is a great one. This one I probably will revisit. I think I emptied this, but I do think that because I fill my containers for about 12 days, I may still be taking this. Myo-inositol, I'm not currently taking. Papaya enzyme, chewable. This is a great digestive enzyme that helps to break down proteins. I take this every single morning upon awakening with my ashwagandha, but these are chewable. Threw a Motrin in there. I think Paul threw that in my empties, but yeah, we always have Motrin on hand. I don't take anything like that unless absolutely necessary. I have an Advocare Omega Plex 1,000 milligram omega-3s. Not really necessary, just take a fish oil. I do take a fish oil every day, even though I eat fish about 3 times per day. I still do include a fish oil, believe it or not. Here's some that you're going to see a lot of empties. Dandelion root, which is a traditional diuretic herb. Dandelion root, dandelion root, dandelion root. So clearly I take those, and I do take them more than once per day. Typically 2 times per day I take dandelion root. Another one is vitamin C, vitamin C, vitamin C, and vitamin C. I prefer to take 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day, but what you want to look for is a timed release vitamin C, because the body absorbs it too quickly. So if you space it out, taking 500 milligrams 4 times per day spaced out. Because it's a timed release, you're getting that full 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C. So always look, in my opinion, just something to consider. I don't give advice, but something to consider is a timed release vitamin C. Apple pectin. We have 4 of these. Emptied. This is a supplement that I think my doctor of functional medicine has everyone take. I don't know about men, but probably all women. It can help with blood sugar regulation, also fiber. So if you are someone who prefers to have a high fiber diet, I would hope, but you know, there's definitely styles of diets out there that wouldn't include a lot of fiber, so that doesn't mean everyone needs and requires the same thing, but this will help to get some fiber in your diet. And if you're so lucky, it may help you to go poop. I don't see that coming from apple pectin, but things could be much worse, right? Things could be much worse. Okay, let's talk about PM before bedtime. I emptied a magnesium glycinate. Yes, I did. It's kicking in. It's the exhaustion from filming. It's kicking in. Neuromag. Magnesium L-threonate. Woohoo! Baby! Emptied 2. You've been waiting. Whoopsie. You have been waiting this whole video for this type of behavior. No shame. Apigenin. Am I still taking this one? I ought to be. Supports relaxation and sleep. Supports prostate health. Aids in healthy cardiac and brain function. Well, I sure hope I'm still taking you at bedtime. Why do I feel like Yeah, I am. Gosh, I better check and make sure I repurchased you. Yeah, we're going to have to check that out. I'm going to set you to the side. Progesterone, 200 milligrams at bedtime. I also have an estrogen patch on my behind. In today's day 5, I need to change that. Speaking of estrogen, I found a box of my estrogen. It's crazy. Like all this literature that comes with your estrogen patch. Literature I've never read. Don't intend to. Green tea. I've been drinking green tea usually later morning, just another little hit of caffeine, and I like to squeeze lemon in it. Just, I don't know, it brings me some pleasure, especially as we get into the cold seasons. Cream of rice cereal. Now, the only time that I eat cream of rice cereal is post-training, because this is a carbohydrate that it digests fast in your system, which is not typically an ideal carbohydrate. We want a slow digesting carbohydrate in most cases, which would be like oatmeal. But there's a purpose for fast digesting carbohydrates in your training. And if you're not someone who is knowledgeable about nutrition and how it correlates with training, I would say keep things really simple. If you're not into muscle growth, muscle development, optimal training protocols, don't worry about it. I love this. I sprinkle it with cinnamon and I drizzle raw honey on it. Raw honey is actually a very healthy food product to incorporate, but it is high in sugar, but there's a lot of health benefits to raw honey. So yes, I actually am currently eating cream of rice in my diet. I just started this past week, so I cycle it. Sometimes I do oatmeal, sometimes I do cream of rice cereal. I will even incorporate bread and toast it in my post-training. So I cycle through some different things. Almonds, really great healthy fat. Make sure they're raw, but this is a great fat. The problem that you have is many people will overdo it. 10 almonds or 1/4 cup at the most in one of your feedings or meals, and that doesn't mean then you can have fat all the rest of the day. So just because, I say this all the time, just because something is healthy doesn't mean that we can't have too much of a good thing. Almond butter, it's another, love almond butter, but you can have too much of it in a given day. 1 tablespoon, that's perfect, that's all you need. And I wouldn't have this the same day I'm probably having this. So just some things to think about. Here's another raw almonds. And then you know that I love the Trader Joe's Mushroom and Company Multi-Purpose Umami Seasoning Blend. This is always on repeat. I'm using one currently. I have an almond milk here, which I have 3 almond milks in the refrigerator. 2 are in the garage refrigerator. 1 half gallon is in our main refrigerator because I typically have 1 protein shake per day where I use the UMP protein powder in the cookies and cream, 1 scoop, 2 tablespoons of the PB2 powder, and then I do about 10 ounces of unsweetened almond milk. I mix it up in a blender unit that I have, and I will have that as one of my snacks for the day. Also, I have dates, which I actually have some dates or figs upstairs that I incorporate sometimes in the middle of my training because it's so long and I need to have that fast-acting sugar, maybe as I'm transitioning from strength training to cardio. But I follow a lot of protocols just because I have years of experience in this industry. But there's a couple of food items, and you know, I'll have some links to some of those because I do actually order my cream of rice online. But let's move on to household products and items. Going back to 3-week intense, I hope you're on a cardio machine. This video is long. I think all my empties usually are, but I just feel like, isn't it kind of like we're just chatting? I mean, I would love to sit here and have you share all of your favorite products with me that you use all the time, that you're loyal to. Over coffee, wine, pick your poison. Okay, where are we at? Zebra ink pen. Love these. But I also have been using these little teeny tiny black Sharpie pens because this is what I use on my note cards. If you follow me closely, you're very familiar with my note cards. So I wanted to mention these ones. Kirsten actually turned these on to me because she said they are a pen that kind of allows you to document a lot if you need to, and they're black, which is weird. You know, I really do prefer blue ink. I just feel like don't have my penmanship is just poor. My handwriting is poor in black. It's just so funny how that is, but I'm sticking with it. It works for me. So we have those. And then I have a candle by Illume. This is a beautiful candle, and it's actually in winter white, which I love the scent. And I know it seems strange because why is it empty in the fall when it's kind of a more Christmas and wintertime candle? It's because I still had some from last year, so I finished burning it up, but this is lovely. I love Illume candles, so this one I would definitely recommend. And then what else do we have? I have a bra here. Oh, that's why. It's been so long. That's why. Yeah, this is a great bra. I love the Notori bra, so I'll have that linked. I have more of those. I don't know why I have one of my favorite mints. You know, I'm not a gum chewer, and I don't utilize mints very often. I would say I usually every Sunday at church, I do pop a mint in as soon as I'm like right before I'm walking in. So that's usually where these get the most use. Oh, another candle. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I love my little glass votive jars that I have all over the house. I love to burn these everywhere. And then these little clear tea lights that are unscented are great. They're like 6 hours of burn time. So I love those. And I know I've talked about this in my hosting and entertaining videos. I prefer around food where you're serving food to not have scented candles, strong scented candles, because they can overpower that aroma of the food cooking. I love when my kids walk in and they're like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. It's like, it smells like home, right? And that's that smell of comfort food versus maybe smelling a candle. So I think keep the more scented candles in areas when you're entertaining that are away from the food. A couple of cleaning products, the Clorox Bleach Foamer. Paul's a big fan of this, and I'm sure that our cleaning lady uses it as well. And then he threw these in here. The Finish Jet Dry Rinse Aid is something that we use for the dishwasher. Also, I just replaced some of our little scrubbies. These need to periodically be replaced. I also do throw these in the washing machine. Every time I wash whites or lights, I go and grab the kitchen scrubbies, and then I let them air dry. I don't throw them in the dryer. Paul threw in a couple of his chapsticks. He always has those on him. I have a cord for my MacBook Pro, Apple MacBook Pro. I had to look and see which one I have. The unit broke, so just thought I would throw that in there. We're big packing tape people, because we're big Amazon shoppers, and then you always do have a few returns. And then my daily word, I share that in all of my newsletters. Oh, don't forget that next week my monthly roundup newsletter will come out for all the purchases that Paul and I made in the month of October. So please make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter if you're not, and you'll get that. But my daily devotional is always in there, and then I read a couple of other things as well, which I'll link everything that I'm reading right now in the corresponding blog post to this video. So I think I have everything, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that I do. So don't forget about 3-week Intense to get registered for that if you're going to join that this wonderful program that I run 4 times per year.